like that. Not boiling yet, obviously. I just put it on, but you get the picture. So that's just the peppers boiling in the water, boiling away. So I'm gonna get the chicken on here in a second. It's about ready to go in the blender. You can do it a little bit further and do a food processor or something like that if you want to. I just use blender because it's easy. I got a stainless steel one. It's nice. Anyway, and as you can see now, it is blended. See? So, got kind of a puree. I'm gonna leave that on heat for a little while, and then we're gonna start adding stuff to it, making it fancy. So, got really low heat on the pepper puree, just kind of keeping it warm. And I've got boneless, skinless chicken breast. I used to buy these frozen, but now I freeze them myself. So I buy like a package of them, put them on a tray, and freeze them myself. This is a little cheaper that way, but this is going to be the pot that the chili is in. So let the chicken breast go in there, and the pepper sauce go in there, and we'll start adding stuff to this in a little bit, and we'll show you how to get this all together and tasting just right. Okay, chicken's going well, and pepper is reduced down just how I like it. Now we're going to add the sour cream and the cream cheese to this. I'm going to do the cream cheese first, incorporate it, then I'll show you what it looks like, then we'll do the heavy cream to it, and sour cream. Okay, this is with the cream cheese incorporated in, so we've got something fairly thick right now. There's a little bit of cream cheese hasn't been fully incorporated in, but once you get this down like to this level of thickness, then you're going to add your sour cream and then your heavy cream. Alright, and as you see, the lightness is getting lighter and lighter. This is so far cream cheese and sour cream mixed in, and now we're going to go for heavy cream. Alright, and the heavy cream added. You see it's even lighter. We're going to make a roux in a little bit, because we're going to want to thicken this up, because there's two different methods, and I'm going with the shredded chicken method. There's also a chunk chicken method, and I actually cook the chicken off in the oven first, and then I cut it up into cubes. This way, boiling the chicken, I actually will strain the water off here in a little bit, and it'll be I'll be able to shred the chicken from there. So that going, this going, add a roux to this. Then we just have to add the beans, and you can do either canned beans, which I use a lot just to for how fast it is. If I don't want to spend a couple days on it, like soaking beans forever before you cook them so they're not all crispy. But if you want to, you can do that, the soaking method or whatever. Just using canned beans in this particular recipe, but I'll show you more. Now, I've told you guys before that I prefer a roux to a slurry for a thickening agent. My only issue with a roux is that you really want to cook the flour taste out of it, because I think flour really detracts from the flavor of your food. So I'm doing this on a low heat because I kind of want a blonde roux. So after I get my low heat, let's see, fairly low. I'm actually going to add the pepper mixture, I call it pepper and cream mixture, to the roux, and kind of fill this pot up about halfway, because this is going to become pretty thick and pasty. And then I'm going to add that back into the pepper and cream mixture. And from there, we just let that sit on a low heat until the chicken and the beans are ready. So if you're using canned beans, immediately, or if you're using cooked beans, you'll have a little bit of time to prepare that. Alright, and fairly low heat on this still, because you still want your chicken to cook. But after the roux, you see that it's nice and thicker than you would want to eat like a soup or something like that. The reason for that is that the chicken is going to have a little bit of water left in when you go to shred it, and it'll thin this out some. So you want this to be a fairly thick mixture, kind of, I don't know, what is that, cake batter kind of thickness there, maybe cream gravy. Right on. Okay, so we're shredding the chicken now, which after it's boiled, it's pretty easy to do. I just use a little long fork there, and you can pretty much just kind of stir it around and it'll shred itself up. You see there's still a little bit of liquid in there, which is good because we're going to add that to it, and then you'll see the final product here in a second. Okay, we've added beans to it, and the sauce and the chicken, everything's all incorporated now. So essentially just add the sauce to the chicken after it's shredded, add the beans to that, and stir and let it simmer for a little while. I say a little while, probably another 30 minutes, and this should be ready to eat.